Good morning. We're going to make a white cake this morning, and I'm going to make it into a Jello poke cake. So here we go, and these are the ingredients. 2½ cups of all-purpose flour, 2 cups of sugar, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, half a teaspoon of baking soda, 1 1/3 cups of buttermilk or sour milk, a half a cup of shortening, margarine or butter, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, and 4 egg whites. You need to preheat your oven at 350. In a bowl, combine the flour, sugar, baking powder, baking soda, and an 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt. Now, in the ingredients they listed, they forgot to put the salt, so make sure when you're reading the ingredients to add that salt. Add butter, milk, shortening, and vanilla. Beat with an electric mixer on slow speed for 30 seconds, scraping the bowl. Beat on medium heat to high for 2 minutes, scraping the bowl occasionally. Add egg whites and beat for 2 minutes more, scraping bowl. Pour into 2 grease-floured 9½ by 1 inch round cake pans. Bake at 350 on oven 30 to 35 minutes or until a toothpick inserted near the center comes out clean. Cool on a wire rack for 10 minutes. Loosen the sides, remove the pans, cool thoroughly on a wire rack. Well, I'm going to do this a little differently because I'm not going to use that size pan. I am going to use this pan. So it gives individual, I gotta move this one so you can see the whole thing. So it gives individuals their own serving. And what I'll do is I'll fill it with batter. Once it's cooked, I'll poke it, put the Jello in it, put it in the refrigerator for 3 or 4 hours. Then I'll top it off with Cool Whip because that's what I have handy. And then I'll put some strawberries on top. Okay, so now that we've got all that done, I'll be right back for more. Okay, now that I'm back, I just want to make sure it's turned on here. We're going to combine the flour right here, which is 2½ cups of flour. Got my cute little tabs here to let me know. And then we got the sugar. 2 cups of sugar. We have the baking powder. 1 teaspoon of baking powder. Then we have the baking soda. And then on the baking soda, it's a half a teaspoon on the baking soda. How do you like my new little spatula? It hooks right onto the bowl. Now, I have to tell you, got it at the Christmas tree shop. I just love that shop. It's the first time I'm going to be using these, but I think I'm going to like it a lot. Just puts it right on there, and you're not dropping it in the bowl somewhere. Okay, baking soda, and then we're going to put 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt. Now remember, this is in the instructions. They did not put it listed in the ingredients, so make sure you read the ingredients down below in my description box, please. Okay, and then we're just gonna go like this. We're just gonna mix it a little bit just to incorporate everything. Just give it a little heads up before we start. Just like this. There. Then it says we're going to add the shortening or the butter or whatever you want to use. I use Crisco, and this is going to be 1/2 cup. That's what I like. I like using Crisco. It works for me. That's what I put in my biscuits when I make them. Been using it for many, many years now. Okay. There we go on that. Get all we can off. You know how that is. The ingredients is every time I go to the store, something's going up. Okay, there's that. Then we're going to, let's see, add the butter. We're going to add the milk, which is 1.5 cups right here. It's all in. And the shortening and the vanilla. 1 teaspoon of vanilla. This is some of my homemade vanilla I made. And if you didn't see that video, I can post that down below in the description box. Okay, now we're going to beat this for just a few minutes here. I just lost a piece of shortening right there. I'm just using my hand mixer today. Be a lot easier than dragging out my big mixer for this project. Trying to eliminate as much as I can. I've got a full plate today of things to do. So here we go. I will bring you back once it's all mixed, so you don't have to listen to this for 2 minutes. Okay, we got the batter here looking really good. Now we're going to put the 4 egg whites in. These are farm fresh from our layers. I always like to put my eggs in a separate bowl when I'm cooking because you never know what could be in there growing, or never know. Here we go. Okay, the cakes are looking really, really good and they smell great. Just hot from the oven. They have to cool off, then I'll put the Jell-O in them. But look how nice. They rise nicely. You know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking I may reserve a pan and make a small batch of frosting so Ray will have some little cakes to take to work besides Jell-O poke cake. And then I'll take the Jell-O and make it for Jell-O later, for plain Jell-O. Okay, don't go too far. Get yourself a cup of tea or a glass of water or a cup of coffee. That's tea for me, please. Okay, we're back. Didn't these cakes come out so cute? I decided to make them all into Jell-O poke cakes. I just want to show you. Look at that. Isn't that just a perfect size for serving? It may be too big for some. So we're going to poke holes in this, just like this. So the Jell-O can go in. Just like this. It's nice and cool. Let the cakes cool down really well. I put it on a cookie sheet because I wasn't sure really what I was going to do. But at the last moment I said, oh, I'll just make them all into a Jell-O poke cake and put them on a cookie sheet, then put them in the refrigerator for about 3 hours. So it'll be for a nice dessert tonight. I think for supper I'm going to be making chicken pot pie, I think. I'm not sure. I need to go out and mow because it stopped showering. Got a lot of fields here to mow. I got 15 acres, so I got to keep up on that. Okay. We got all this poked. This is going to be my measuring cup to mix in. Not my favorite one, but it will do. So put it there. I'm using a 3-ounce Jell-O. And you can make this Jell-O poke cake in any flavor you want. But we just happen to have some strawberries picked from a local farm. I've been picking a few out of my strawberry bed, but not a whole lot, but a few. There we go, just like that. We dump that in. We want a cup of hot water. We can do that right there. And we need a cup of cold water, which I forgot. Sorry. I like to have everything ready. There we go, just like that. We're just going to stir this in. And we have 2 cups right here. I don't know if you can see it. Kind of got it twisted sideways there. Put it down and it's fine. And if it's under a little under 2 cups, that's fine too. It's not going to hurt it any. Smells. I like Jello. It doesn't matter if it's going in the Jello poke cake or if it's just going to be eaten. Just plain old Jello. I guess I'm just a tad under. I'll just put a little bit more water in. There you go, just like that. There's your 2 cups. I'm kind of wiggling and jiggling here. Just like the rest of my body. She sometimes wiggles and jiggles. So you want 1 cup of hot, 1 cup of cold. Let's make sure it's all dissolved well. Just stir it right in. Just like that. Then you're going to go over and you're going to pour it. Just like this, so it will go in the holes. And this will make a lovely Jello poke cake. I know it smells really good. I'm looking forward to dessert tonight. And then what I'll do is I'll bring you folks back here after it's been in the refrigerator and 3 hours have gone by, or it's dessert time for supper, 1 or. And there you have it. Did a pretty good job pouring. And there you have it right there. And I'll see you in a bit. Okay, folks, it's all done, the cake. And I like to say this, it's going to be yum because they look delicious. Just look at these. Here's my strawberry jello poke cake, all set up. So let's take one out and plate it up. Cut it right out here. Separate it with the jello. Just like that. Put it on the plate. We're going to use Cool Whip today because that's what I have on hand. I don't always have fresh whipped cream, or I don't have cream to make fresh whipped cream. Just take a dollop like this. Just like that. Then take some fresh strawberries that I cut up. Just kind of sit them like that. And if you want, just put a nice big one right on the front. So there you have it right there. A strawberry jello poke cake. Please give me thumbs up, like, share. And if you haven't subscribed, please do so. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest. Have a great day. You never know what's going to be on my videos. Now it's time to have a snack. God bless.